7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and action.
Okay, maybe you go send this thing to them, sha.
We're already live. Oh.
Okay.
7, 6. So we are live now, I guess.
Okay.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello.
Yeah, we're live. You can start talking. So I'll
Okay.
be co-host today.
Okay.
All right. So you
So
can
people are
introduce.
okay. Hello everyone. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining the for today's training. We want to start with um design fundamentals for and web design. And also, this is a yearly program that comes once in a year. So, and this particular one for the year we span for like 4 weeks from today to like every weekend from today to like February 18 or so. So starting with this, we want to talk about to start with, we want to talk about the fundamentals of design and web design. So firstly, the agenda that we have for today is introduction to give me 1 minute. Let me move my camera. Okay, 1 minute. Okay. So for today we have the first, where is it? Okay, agenda we have for today is introduction to UI UX design. Then we have core design principles, and also we have essentials, design elements, design best practices. So these are things that we likely have to cover for today. Then other instructors will cover other part of design in the coming weeks that we have. So, and we have user interface design, which is 1 minute. We have user interface design. What is user interface design? It's just like how and what a design looks like, how it feels, and also like how a product feel, like the looks, the feel, and the visual element for a design. So I think we will have to wait a little bit for some more people to join so that we are not going to repeat ourselves again and again. So we are waiting for more people to join so that we won't have to repeat ourselves over and over. So, so we welcome those that have joined. We are waiting a little bit more. The next couple of minutes, we are going to start so that everyone will be on the same page.
Your mic is mute. Your mic is mute.
Oh, okay. So thank you for joining, for and everyone that is here. So sorry we started late because we want more people to join so that we're not going to repeat what we have earlier, so that everybody will be on the same page. So now we're starting with fundamentals of design, and which is UI UX and web design. So we want to first dive into the just the basic principles of design so that we have a solid foundation of what actual design is, not just fancy design, but what it is, what it looks like to have a good design understanding, like industry standard of what design should be and how it should go with the business aspect and also with the user aspect. So now let's dive into it. So we have the agenda for today. We have introduction to UI UX design, core design principles, essentials, design elements, design best practices, and yeah. So then moving forward to what user interface is. So user interface is just like the look and the feel of a product, like the interface. For example, most of us have mobile smartphone, and for you to have a smartphone, that is why you're able to join this conversation. So what it looks like on our daily application, the likes of WhatsApp, the likes of Zoom, the likes of Slack, the likes of Snapchat, and the likes. What the interface that we see, that we interact with, that is what is called a UI. In short, just like the visual element. So, and so now we have it deals with the visual element and touch points that users interact with. Also, this include a lot of things like buttons, like menus, like form, like visual styles, and more. So also, it also focuses about the beauty and also the intuitive interface. And also, examples can be mobile apps, can be website layout, can be web application, can be interactive elements, anything that is digital, the interface itself. So then here we have user experience. What it simply means is just like the experience that user have within that digital product, or experience that you have when you are trying to send money from your bank, when you are trying to register on a digital platform, when you are trying to fill a form, when you are trying to register for a course, the experience that you have from start to finish. That is what is called user experience. So it talks about the overall journey of a user, and also how users feel and interact with the product. That's user experience. And also it focuses on solving users' problem effectively. And also example of that is navigation flow, how you navigate within a product or an app or a digital system, and also how you were able to complete your task successfully. If, for example, I don't know, one or two of us might have a problem, like maybe when you use a system, like maybe an app, you find it difficult to complete what you want to do, then you quit. The reason is because it has a bad user experience. But when you're able to complete
I
what you
just sort of digressed a little from what I had in my slides, but yeah, it was generally like really good. So
Okay, yeah, so that's it about that. So, and quick shout out to our collaborators. We have Dr. Olarinde here from Ripples, and Adebimpe Omolasho from Freeman Dojo. Thanks for the partnership. So in continuation, we have user-centered design, and what is it to have a user-centered design, which is UX of a design aspect, which is understanding users' need. This starts with user research. Then we have affinity map. Then we have creating user personas. We have journey mapping. We have wireframe, prototyping, and usability testing. So understanding user research. So user research is just as it states, user research. Understanding your user, you research about them. That's just the basic principle of what user research is. So it helps you to understand users on how we help them to achieve their goal while effectively using the service. So there are different ways we do user research, which have done majority of what we have here. There are still more, but these are the most popular ones that is common in the industry, which is qualitative research, which deals with focus group where you talk to your users, like either one-on-one or through Zoom, just to hear from them about their opinion, their pain point, their problem, and everything that they have in concern. Then also we have quantitative research, which deals with questionnaires, with surveys, and just normal questionnaire, but it's drafted to suit a purpose. Then also we have behavioral research, which is like observing your user on how they are using your product, or observing them when they are using the particular product. Where the last one is evaluative research. This deals with give me 1 minute. Okay, evaluative research deals with user testing, like A and B testing. For example, what we have on this screen, this is two 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 similar application interface, but different design style. So just to know this is A, this is B, you let user to test the two, and from what they interact with, you're able to know which is better for the users, which is more intuitive, which is more user friendly. That's what is called A and B testing. So then after that, after we are done with our research, then we do affinity mapping. It's just as if we organize the data that we got from our research, we organize it in different groups and sections. This is an example that we have here, like you put them into sections and categories based on users' feedback and their responses. Then the next we move to is creating a user personas. So after the research, it's just as if we are putting a fictional representation of those users into into an illustration. So, for example, you want to know, okay, their goals, their frustrations, their pain point, their concern, and a little biography about them. You use it you just as if you are putting a flesh upon the research that we've done earlier. So that is what user persona does. It's fictional representation of users' target, created based on users' research. So then the next step is journey mapping and user flow diagram. So journey map is just identify the touch points of users. Like, okay, for example, let's say this is a gym, this particular section is for a gym instruction or a gym application. What that does is like you have to identify the touch point that users have to do. For example, you need to go to a gym, you research which gym is close to you, you enroll, you onboard, you arrive at the gym section, you make payments and you make referrals. That's just just for touch points. But user flow diagram, it shows the flow from start to finish, from login to sign up to forget password to going to home page to making payment and more. So that's just different between user flow and user journey, which is also very important because here we help having this done in our project, we help us to be able to identify each touch point, and if we miss anything, we'll be able to rectify it as soon as possible. Then next we have wireframe. It's just like creating basic visual guide or blueprint for a website. So it's just like a most times it's always in white and black, and just to have a little sketch of it can be digital, it can be paper, pencil, or anything, just to have a sketch of what interface will look like. Then prototyping. So this we will do an example of this in Figma to know how to do prototyping later. So then moving forward, we have usability testing. After we finish your design, we have to do usability testing to know if what we design for actually meets the user's need. And there are actually some steps that we need to take to make sure this a service or a product is very usable to the users. For the which state here, planning the test, like, okay, you do the planning, you recruit the participants based on the research that you did, you prepare the material, you set up the environment, it can be online, it can be physical, then you can conduct the test. Okay, these are the scenarios, then conduct the test and get your response. Then you analyze it and you make do with the results that you have when you complete it. If it's fine, you proceed to launch. And if it does not, you can go back to the drawing board and make adjustments based on what the user said on the usability testing. So, and here we have core design principles. Here we have we have core design principles, which is also very important, like some things that we need to know and that we need to understand about what core design principle, which is very important on principle that are guidelines and rules that needs to be not necessarily like following, but it's very important that we need to know it as part of fundamentals of design. So first of it is color color theory, and it's just about how sometimes color influence our environment, color influence our design, color influence our decision sometimes. So, and there are some things that we need to deal with when it comes to color. You can't just pick any color randomly because some of those colors might not work. It can work for general day to day, but there are some people that deals with accessibility that they have visual impairment, like people that can't see some certain set of colors. So there is a way we deal with them so that in design, because everybody have to put into consideration when it comes to design. So first one, we are how to creating effective color scheme. There are actually some businesses or some brand that have their color scheme sorted out. But if you have a project or a personal project that you want to work on, and you feel like you are stuck and you need a color scheme that you want to use, instead of you wasting your time iterating different kind of colors, there are a lot of color website that can give you best color to use for your design. We have different in different sections. So we have different color sections that you can go to. So we have, for example, we have this website is called Color Hunt. You have different kind of color palette that you can easily use on your design. You have like a lot. You can't even exhaust it. You have a lot. They have retro, they have moonshot, they have gold, they have lights, they have warm, name it. They have a lot, and also they have popular that people are actually using more. So you can easily check out if you want to start a project and you need a very good color for your particular project. And also, mind you, when we are also selecting color also depend on the industry. Sometimes, for example, if you are designing for an agriculture website or you are designing for an agriculture business, definitely for me, as an example, on this page, I'll definitely go for this. Why? Because agriculture deals with because agriculture deals with green, agriculture is green color, and here looks green and different variation of green. So I definitely go for something like this or something like this. So also sometimes the industry we are designing for, we also define the type of color we are looking for. I think we can also search. Let me see. Let's see if we can. Yeah. Okay. No, we can't search. So that is just about that. Then the next thing is color accessibility consideration. What that means is a lot of people, some people, not a lot, some people can't see regular color that we see they can't see regular color that we see normally. So what we need to do is to make sure the color we are using for our design is usable by everyone, regardless of their impairment, regardless of what they see. Because the way some people see red is different from the way some people see red. So then there is a good system available out there that you can use to test your color if it's accessible to everyone. So we have an example which is called who can use. Now, this is just the interface as we look at it here. So these are two colors. So if the color is bad, then you will see, as you can see now, these are the scores. We have A. This means these two colors align perfectly. Everyone can use it. These are different. This section is the type of different impairment that is available with Virtual. So this site listed all the impairments, and it will help you to be able to test for each impairment. So for example, let's see a bad color. Look at this now. It failed accessibility test because it's not visible. Look at it. It failed. So the name of the site is Who Can Use, but it's in the slide. I will give out the slide later. So, and here we have, this one cannot work. So the best thing is we can just adjust the colors and you can see everything is good now, everything is green, which shows that everyone can use this color. So then the next thing is primary and secondary color, which is most of us know what it is. And let's use an example of a website called Ripple from our partner. Let's see the way they use their colors. This is very good website, well-designed website, and what they do is just send money globally. As a freelancer, you can go there, register, get an account, get payment done. But we are focusing on colors here. Look at how simple the color are being used. They used basically black and blue, but they have different shades of blue. So primary colors and secondary colors are very, very important in design. Some are also called accent color, but we might not go deep into that for now, for today. So moving forward, we have typography. So typography is just like lettering, and we have different type of typography. We have a lot of typography. We have serif fonts. The serif fonts, according to if you see the illustration here, we have serif fonts. Most times, it have a small decoration. It's decorated at the edge. At the edge, we have some decoration at the edge, and also which most times is used for printed materials. For example, our documents, newspapers, books, and the likes like that. That is when we use serif font. And also we have sans serif. Sans serif is what we use on digital platform. For example, on our mobile phone, on our website, minimalist design and all. Also, we have another one called script fonts. So that one is sometimes decorative. And we have monospace, which is used for coding font, retro design. Then we have display font. Most times they're always large fonts. Retro design, they're always large fonts. Sorry, display font rather. They're always large in size. We use it for logos, use it for posters and large edits on website. And lastly, we have handwritten fonts, which is sometimes it looks handwritten for greeting card and some other. So understanding the concept of typography will also help your design to stand out a lot. And sometimes, and also we also do font pairing, which we are going to dive in when we are doing our design very soon. So, and what else do we have? We also have typography hierarchies. So what is typography hierarchy? It's just like giving importance to what is important. Let me just put it that way. Giving importance to, okay, giving attention to what is very important. So for example, look at this one by the right side. This section has no hierarchy. Why this section have an hierarchy? Now, starting from here, look at this. We have this one is big, which shows this is the heading. Then the next one, the next bigger one is the subheading. Then the smaller one is the body. So we can know that when we are reading, we know, okay, this is where we are. This is the heading for maybe a new paragraph, maybe a new topic, maybe a new website information or subheader, just to point our attentions to what we need to read per time. Now, coming to this right side, this section has no hierarchy. As you can see, everything is just coming down from top to bottom. You don't know which is which, but hierarchy will give your work or design good structure. It will give you good arrangement and good alignment. Let's go back to what we have. Now look at this. Look at Ripple website. Now look at the hierarchy. This one shows like, okay, this is what they do. It gives you attention, it calls your attention to it. And they use color to call out the ripple out. And here, these are less important information, not as this first one. So giving your work hierarchy lets your work design really stand out, not to yourself alone, also to the users, and also to pass out valuable information at a particular section of your website. Now let's look at this. Look at this. This is called out, then this is smaller. This is called out, this is smaller. This is called out, this is smaller. This is how important hierarchy can be in font and in typography. So then same thing here, good hierarchy is very good for in time of design, because if your website or your design does not have an hierarchy, I can't say it's a design because it will just look the way it is. So, and lastly, not lastly, so that is it about the fundamentals of what I have for now. Then next thing that we need to do is we want to go into Figma design to see how it is to design a website from start to finish. So, and some of us might have experience with design. Yes, we might have experience with design, how to design or stuff like that. But trust me, if you calm down, you are going to learn one or two things from here. You are not going to waste your time. So now we are going to Figma just to show us what it is to design. Let me see. Okay. Let me just show you around what we have on what Figma looks like on its own. So this, let me just hide this somewhere. Give me 1 minute. Okay. Now, when you come to your Figma design, this is the interface that you see. This is exactly what you see when you come to Figma. Everywhere is blank. It's a blank. It's a blank canvas that you see. So now the first thing that we need to do is, where do we start from? Because some of us know how to use Figma, fine, just let us pay attention to this, and some does not. So let us just carry everybody along. So this is what it looks when we use Figma. This is how it looks. Plain screen, nothing. Now, how do we start? Here at the top is when you give your project a title. Here at the top, and here you have your file. We are going to see what this place looks like when we start our project. And same thing here, we are going to see what our project looks like when we start our project. So let me just keep this here. Give me 1 minute. Okay, now let's come to this page and explain what it is on this lower part. I don't know if you can see my mouse. Here on this lower part, we have a lot of things there, but I'll just try and explain them as fast as I can. So now this first one is it's a move to. Like if you want to, this first one is a move to, just to move stuff, and the second one is and. Like if you want to move and if you want to move from one place to another, just to drag and move things back. Then the next one is scale. Let me give an example. So scale, if you click scale, it will move it will help you scale your design proportionally from like according to the direction that you are moving toward. Instead of doing it like this, it will not. Do you see this one? It moves left and right, up and down. But when you use scale will move everything simultaneously. So that is what that does. So then the next one, we have frame. Here we have frame. Frame is, we talk about frame. It's just about, frame is just a container that we put our design inside. So that is the one that encompasses all our design and everything. So that is just about frame, but we are going to use this a lot, but I'm going to explain it into details. Then here we have section. These ones are not needed for now. Then here we have rectangle, normal rectangle that we know about. Then the next one, we have line. If you want to draw line, just draw your line. So that's it about line. Then the next one is arrows. Arrows, that's it. It's about arrow. And if you want to make changes to the arrows, just come to the side here and you make the changes. But we are going to deal with this later, just still working on this, just still explaining this lower bar. Then the next one, we have ellipse. Ellipse is just circle. So that's it. And if you want to draw a perfect circle, just press Shift and you drag. That's how to draw your ellipse. Then the next thing is we have polygon. Draw your polygon. Same thing. We have stars. We have image and video. If you want to import image and video, same thing. Then here, the next one, we have pen. Pen is just pen tool is just to draw, sometimes used for isometric drawing and the likes. So, but most times this is used by digital artists to achieve very good design. But we are now focusing on that for now. And here we have pencil. Pencil is, for example, if you want to sign, if you want to make a sign on a document, you can use a pencil to sign on it. Yeah, the next one is text. If you want to type, when you type, click text, you can easily write anything you want to write. Then the next thing is we have this is called comments. For example, if you are working in a collaborative team, you are working together as a team, and you want to call attention of one of your team, when you click any section, it will allow you to be able to add, comment or invite your friend. For example, this person, I can click and invite them, when I press enter, this person will see the notification and they'll be able to make changes, which is done when you are working in teams. And here we have plugins. Here we are going to talk about this later, but not for now. So one important thing I want to also explain to us is, as a designer, when you get a job or when you get a task or what you need to do, they don't give you they don't give, let's go to, okay, now they don't give you, okay, this is what we want to achieve. They don't give you stuff like that. What they give you is something like this. Let me see if I have one here. Yeah, this is what we are using today. They give you just in text. Okay, this is the content that they want to have on their website. Now, it's not left to you as a designer to decipher what is what, where would this be, where would this not be, how do we structure this, and it will meet the business objective and also the user's objective, so that everybody will be on the same page. So they just give you in a text format, just like this, just for you to decipher what is what and where each document or each sections should lie. So this is what it looks like, JD document. And so to start with, we are going to start with this project. For now, we are going to design these entire projects. It's very simple. It's very easy. So I'm going to take us through from start to finish on how we are going to get this done perfectly. So now the first thing we are going to do is to start with designing with a frame. So how do we do that? As I said earlier, when you click here, you see frame. When you click frame, it will show you something by your right-hand side, which is this. And on this frame, Figma is so good in such a way that they know screen size for each digital product. For example, if you are designing for mobile app, you will see mobile here. When you click mobile, you will see different type of phone, different type of mobile phone, Android concepts, iPhone 16, 16 Pro, 16 Pro Max, 14 mini, 14 plus, 14 mini. If you are not designing for mobile, if you want to design for tablet, when you click, you will see what is meant for tablet size. You can select anyone you like. If you are designing for a desktop, which is what we are designing for now, which is a website. When you click desktop, you will see different kinds of screen size. MacBook here, MacBook Pro 14, 16 inches, desktop and the likes. But this is the one I'm using, desktop. This is the one I'm using. Then also, if you want to do for presentation, watches, paper, social media, I want to design for social media, this is Instagram posts, Twitter posts, and the likes, down to community and everything like that. So, but what we are doing today is for desktop design. So, how do we get this done? And in which the design we start from here. So let me drop this. So this is what we have for first. And the first thing is we need to understand our what we need to design. We have hero section, we have trust banner, we have about, we have growth section, we have what else again? Services, we have what else again? We have quotes, we have our project, we have what? We have our team, we have give me 1 minute. Okay, I think someone asked a question. Okay, someone asks, if you are creating several designs, do you use one big frame or other frame to continue our design? Okay, so now this question is if we are creating several designs, do we use one big frame or other frames? Oh, okay. So according to the question of this person, let's say you are designing for, okay, let me just show you a sample project that I have before. Let me see if I have one. Okay, let me show you this. Look at this. This is a project that I've worked on, right? So this is the home page. This is the blog page. This is the inner blog page where you read, and this is the contact page. So you design them page by page. So, but if it's a long page, you have to design it section by section, in which we are going to dive into this in this class. So we are going to get to that section. Then another person said, Providence said, how do we know which size to use? Okay, let me show you. I think I said that earlier, but let me show you that again. Now, if someone tells you, okay, hi, let me just hi Felix, I want you to design a website for me. If you want to design a website, you should know that first thing, just come to frame. It's a desktop. A laptop is also a desktop, right? So it's either you just click desktop, automatically Figma knows what size a desktop is, and automatically it's 1440 width. That's what you need. Then you can expand it down. But if you want to design it, if the client comes to you and said, I want to design for a mobile app, same thing, just come to this frame, then go to mobile section and click, if you are designing for iPhone 16, just click iPhone 16. Trust me, this measurement is accurate. Just continue putting in your design, and that is all. Then I think we have a few more questions. Should we always ask the copy for websites? Yeah, someone said, should we also ask for the copy? You can ask for a copy if they have. If the client does not have, we have to work with the clients, or you work with the copywriter. If you're a good writer, fine, is good. Work with the client and understand their business. You can, if you clearly understand what the business and what they want to do and understand their users, you'll be able to draft the copywriting for them. And that will hand you more money. if you can. But if you don't, let them get you what they need to do. But before, when you get the copy for the website from the client, or if you are doing the copy yourself rather, make sure the client approve the copy before you start. Though some people will say do the design first, then they provide a copy for you. It works either way. You understand? But most times I always get a copy first. I work with copy before I do the design so that it will save you a lot of back and forth. Trust me, it will save you a lot of back and forth. When you have a copy, then you do your design. It will make you work faster. But sometimes it can be the other way around. But no rules to that. But to save time and based on my experience, it's better you work with a good copy when you start. So that is about that. I think we are going to hold on question for now so that we can continue. So now there's something I want us to understand is there's something called um, style guide. Style guide is about your font, and sometimes like it's about it contains font, color, spacing, and all. But for us to move faster, I've created this out already so that it will let our work be faster and it will save us time. And I have the colors here already. So for this job description, So I've sorted it out already. So now we want to add this style guide to our design so that we have consistency across each font, across each colors. So to get started with that, um, we have okay, before I go to that, so that everybody will not miss anything, let me just explain what we have here. On this panel, we have X and Y axis. We have width. This is just the layout. Then we have fill. This is when you can add the color on the fill section. When you click the fill, let me duplicate this. On fill, when you click fill, you can easily add your color, change your color, anything you want to do. And then the next one, we have stroke. We have stroke here. When you click stroke, stroke mean border, the outline, the border. When you click stroke, okay, someone sent a question in. Let me check. If you were creating several designs, okay, I've answered this already. So someone say, so here when you want to create a stroke is just the border. So when you click this, as you can see, it's a little bit small, right? This is a stroke. It's a little bit small, but we can increase it to, like, let's say 30 example. Can we see that's too much? Let's say like 10. That's it. So that is for stroke. And here, another one that we have is effect. What is effect? Effect, we have a lot of things in effect. We have shadows. When you click, we have inner shadows. We have drop shadows. We have layer blur. As you can see, it's blurry already. So if we increase it to, like, let's say like 30, can you see it's blurred out? So that's how that works. Let's remove that. Then we have what that in blur effect. So those are just minor things. And these exports, we are going to talk about it later. Just export is just if you want to export your design into JPEG that you want to send it on your phone and see how it looks like. When you click export, you will click the numbers, how heavy you want it to be. Then here we have JPEG, the format that you want, and all. So now moving to the actual design that we have today. So we are starting with what? We are starting with we are designing a website for a consultant company, and we start with our frame. When you click, we are designing for web, which is desktop, and when you click this, it gives us this automatically. It gives us this automatically here. So now we want to input in all these values. These headers is just like title. Headers headers is also known as title. This paragraph is known as body text. So now let's just put this into the design. So this first one, if you want to deal with our fonts, typography, so we can come here to change the type of fonts that you have. Then let's say you click this, and here you can also select if it's bold, if it's not bold, black, italics, and all. Then also we have what else again? We have size. If you want to increase the size, can you see it increase automatically? That's for size, and here this is for the line spacing. Then the next one, if you want to centralize it, this as you can see, this is on the right alignment. If you want to move it to the center, this is center. When you click this, if you want to move it to the right alignment, you click this. Right alignment. So, but basically we use this, and you can also change the color also here. Then you can also change this. You can also add a stroke. You can also add a stroke to it, and yeah. So that's just it basically. So now I want to input this into the design database. So I want to program it in. So, and why do we need that? It's just for us to be able to have a consistent design across board, so that when developers are working on our design, they won't cost us like, what you did is trash. But when you follow these little and few principles, you will be able to deliver what is good for your developers and your clients. So first one is the header. So now this is the first one, we call it H1. So that's called header 1. When you click this typography, there's this box. When you click this plus, add style. So this is it. You call it header 1. You call it header 1, add style. Then the next one, I've put in the numbers already, so that it will save us a lot of time. Then the second one, we put it in header 2. Create a style. The next one, click the plus again, header 3. Then the next one, click it, header 4. Next one, header 5. Then the last one is what? Header 6. So that is for the header. So when you click outside, this is all the headers that we've added. Here it is. Then now we want to bring in the body text, which is the paragraph. I will show you when we start using it, you understand why we did that. So now we want to deal with the paragraph section. So this is the first one. We bring it in. Paragraph 1, we bring it in. Then the next one, paragraph 2. Then the next one, plus again, paragraph 3. Then the next one, plus paragraph 4. Oh, let me check my laptop. So, sorry, give me 1 minute. My laptop is about to go off. Okay. So we are done with the typography, inputting it into the system. So when you click outside, this is all the typography that we've installed into the system, into this particular design file, so that developer can easily use all these things because it will be consistent across board. Then we want to deal with colors now. So this is our primary color. So this is the color here. Same method that we did, the same method we used for the fonts, we are using for this also. When you click this 4 dots, then you come to this add, you call it primary color. Then the next one, call it secondary color. Then the third one, we can call this text color. We can call this text color. Then this, we can call it gray 1, gray 2. We will see the gray 1. Then this, we call it gray 2. Gray 2. So yeah, so that's it. So everything is set inside now. So when you click outside, so this is what we customize into this particular design. This is the font style, and this is the color style that we have. So now what's the next point of action is, first thing we are going to do is we are designing our navigation, in which we are just going to create the section for now. We are not putting anything there, so that when we are done, we can use that one to create the navigation. So first thing, let's have this in mind. When you are designing, always use a frame, not a square. not this. They look alike, but frame is better because it's easier to put in, hide your file inside. So we are creating a frame and giving it a color. We are giving it our primary color. So do you remember, instead of us dragging, okay, for example, instead of us doing this, instead of us coming like this, dragging, looking for the color, we don't need that anymore. We have programmed the color scheme inside the design file already. You just click where you're coming from before, click this, look at what we had for primary color. When you click, automatically it will be added. So then here we have logo. Okay, that's too big. So let's change this to something small. Okay. So let's just use text. Okay, let me just have this. So, and one thing that I forgot is when you are designing, we need to use a grid, because using a grid will help us to structure our design. We'll make sure it's aligned together, not it won't give us any problem. So I use a grid of where is it? Grid layout. This grid layout, let me show you. When you click grid, give me 1 minute. Sorry, give me 1 minute. Okay. Before I continue, someone asked a question. Let me see. Okay. Okay, please, any difference between you guys for, okay, someone asked, Promise Okala says, please, any difference between UI UX design and web design? Okay, this what I'm doing. UI UX design is we can call it UI UX design is the general name, like that everything is under. Web design is just designing for the web. Mobile design is designed for the mobile, but mobile, web, SaaS design and everything, they are still under, you can still put them under UI UX design. So if you know UI UX design, you should be able to, if you know UI UX design properly, or product design, you should be able to design for every kind of design from the likes of web, mobile, SaaS, computer, and every other interfaces, even to tablet, you'll be able to design for it. So that's just the difference. So every other web, mobile, they are still under UI UX design or under product design. Yeah, so that's just a simple explanation to that. So let me see if I can answer more questions before we proceed. Okay, I've answered this. Any other? Show a difference between copy. Okay, I've answered these questions already. So now let's proceed. What we have now is we have okay, I was talking about using a grid layout. Grid layout will help you to structure your design in a proper way. So I will not bore you with what a grid design is, but you can read about it later. I will just show you the default way that I do it that works for me perfectly. So when you click grid here when you click grid, this is what it will show you. Then you click this net beside it. So I used to set mine to grid. I set it to column. So I give mine under margin, I give it 120, sometimes 100. Yeah. So and the gutter, yeah, this is fine. The gutter is fine. And count, I use like 12. I use 12. And I also change the color to something very light. So if you can see, this line here helps me guide my design. So, but me, I don't use red, but let me use red for the sake of this class. But personally, I use gray. So let's use this light red color. So anything I do on this screen, the grid will also always follow it. Can you see? No matter how long I put the line, the grid will always follow it. So now let's start with the first section. It says hero section. It says the hero, strategy and innovation. So this is the header and this is the subheader. So let me just copy this. So first thing is I'll create a frame. I'll create a frame. I'll create a frame and let's see if we have a background for it. So let's give it a black background. So this is it. Let's give it a black background. Then since we have, okay, 1 minute. So let's give it a black background. Then we have what else again? I want us to have a little structure before this. So, and sorry, let me check. Someone sent me, I think I have a question ready. I think I have a question here. Let me see if I can answer it. Okay, so now this is what we have. The first text is this. So I want us to structure this design out. Let's structure the design out based on the low fidelity that we have earlier. And was it, so let us select the, as before, if you remember, we have input in all the font style already. So that is what we are going to use here. Okay, we are dealing with fonts. So let's use this. Then what's the next thing? The next one is your partner and your partner in strategic excellence. So I think this is their tagline. Let's put this here and let's reduce this a little bit. And let's see if we can make this a little bit lesser. Let's see this, okay. Okay, we have, let's reduce the line. Okay, so this is we are done with this section. Then the next section is talking about brand your trusted partners. So this is just about the brand that you've worked with. So let's see what we have here. Okay. Give me 1 minute. So we have your trusted partner. Hold on. So this, let us give it this color. Let's see. So and also when you want to start your design, you can get inspiration from a lot of websites, the likes of Pexels. So you can get a lot of inspiration from Pinterest. We can get a lot of design inspiration from Pinterest websites. You have it here. We have award. You can also check Dribble. You have a lot of inspiration from there. So then the next thing here, let's just put in this text. The text of what it says is this, our trusted partner. So we want to reduce the font to, like, let's say 14. No, that's too small. Let's use this. Okay, let's leave this like this. Then let's duplicate this. Okay, and let's move this like this. Then we have, so we are just using this as, let's see this. Okay. So this is their trusted partner. What they expect us to do here is to add their logo. Let us see what they said. So brand logos. So let's use the structures and add the brand logos here. Brand logo, logo. Okay, so let's say the logo will be like this. Then what was the next thing? We have about the business, about section. So about strata H. So let's create a structure for that. Let's take one of this, and let's put this here. And the next thing is achieve. Okay, this should be a title. This should be a title. Okay, and let us increase because it looks very important title. Then what's the next thing? Let's bring this down a bit. So what's the next thing? The next thing is talking about in today's, okay, this is about them. Let us copy this. And let me bring in this. We have to write the text here. Text. Then I'll put in the text here. So what do we have? Let's use 20 for now. So we have that like this. So we are just creating the layout of what the design can look like. So to save us a lot of stress. So after this, then what's the next thing? They have, okay, different thing about them and what they do. So then next thing is we copy this. Next thing we copy this. And okay. Sorry, give me 1 minute. My laptop charger has check. Let me plug my charger again. So for this, let us add a little more structure to this. So we are just creating the what we are just creating is we are just creating the layout. This is the wireframe, the layout of the website. So here, let me duplicate this because we have, how many do we have? We have 1, 2, 3. So let me duplicate it and see if it's sufficient. Yeah, okay, we have 3. Then the text, first one, I'll copy the first text here. Then the second one, identify, copy this, put it here. Then I reduce this a little bit. Okay. So since this is a subtitle, is a little bit title, we have to give it a bolder, what's it called? We have to give it a bolder title. So let's give it like, let's say 24. Yeah, 24 should work. Okay. So then this, let's give this around 16. Okay. Okay. So let me delete this and bring this down a bit. Then we have this, like this. So then let us copy in the rest of what we have. Oh, sorry. Okay, we are here. Let us copy this next one. Okay. Sorry. And the next one is this. Let's see this font to be 20. Okay. So if you have any question, you can put in the chat box. I will attend to it, everything later. Then the next one, the last one, we have incorporate. Let me check. We have this. No, I think I copied the wrong thing. And this is the next one. We put this in. Let's use header 4. Let's try this. Let's try 16 and see if it will work across board. 16, okay. Then this, let's use something around 14. Okay, yeah, that should work. Okay, please, I would love if you can give us text file. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm going to give out the document after when we complete it. So yeah, thank you. I'll do that after. So then we have this. Okay, and that question is in. Please, the subsequent lesson shows the great target. Okay, no problem. So what else? So this is done for this structure is done already. So we are still going to talk about spacing, but we are just drawing the structure for now. So then what is the next thing? We have let me see the next thing. So we have okay, achieve growth, rely on fast forward. Okay, and they want to add a video to this section. So this is a special section on its own. So we draw a frame. That's a new section on its own. We draw a frame inside. Then we give it, let's give it this background color and this title that they gave us. So let's make the title bigger. Let's make it bigger. Okay, like this, and let's center it. Let's see what we have. Okay, so what did they have? They said they want to add a video to this section. So we will now create a frame for a video, a video frame like this. Let's give it a color of, let's say something like this. Okay, then this section is called the plugin section. I want to bring in, okay, and that question is in. Let me see, what typeface is this? Okay, the name of the typeface is, let me check, it's called Play Fair Display. I'm going to release the document after the class so that everybody can look into it. So then here we have the video section, which they requested. So we want to add an icon here. Figma has some plugins that you can easily call in your icons. So I want to use remix icon and I want to bring it in to us. Let me see video. So it will bring me a lot of icons, different shapes, different type. Let me see. No, I can't do like this. Play. Okay, I've seen what I love. Let me use this. So you just see your icon, you just drag it in. So that's all. Then you can increase the size. You can increase the size, then bring it in. Then we make this white color. Okay, I need a white color. I've not created that. So this is it. So we've done this section. This is it already. Achieve growth relies on taking forward step automatic measure. So this is the section, and they wanted a video. Then this is the video here. Then what's the next section? The next section is talking about growth section. So what's it talking about? 1 minute. Okay, the growth section is talking about, okay, it's just talking about the business, nothing serious, nothing serious. So then what else do we do? Let me increase this. Okay, so next thing is, let me just copy this here. Okay. I feel this, I want to change this structure. I want to achieve something else. Let me do this side by side. Let me do this side by side. I think it should be better here. And I also think I want to add a button, because a website without a button, because the button will let us achieve what call to action, what the user wants to do. A button is what will make them to do. So I want to create a button here. Let me put the first button here. I'll use 60. I love using my button to be big. And let's use this. Okay, so let me now add the text get started. So I will reduce the font to, let's say 20, and I'll give it a radius of 20. No, 20 is too much. 10. Okay. So this is what we have. Okay. So we are just creating the layout, nothing serious. So we can also bring the button here also. This will help the users to make decision on what they want to do. Then also, so going back to what we have, this is just talking about the business. Let's just copy this, just a normal text, nothing serious. So let's copy this. Let's copy this and bring it in here. Let's copy this and bring it in here. Paste. Okay. Let's copy this. Bring it in here. Okay, good. So we have this like this. Then what else do we have to do? Let's break it down a bit. Then let's bring a button down here. Get started. Yeah. So this can come down here a little bit. Okay. What else again? We have, okay, now we have gone through the services that they render. So the render services. Let me copy this. This is the service section. Let me create another frame for this new section. Then we have, let's make this black. Yeah, okay, we're almost done with the structure. So let's put this here. Okay, let's leave this like this. And this next one, let's copy. So let's make this bigger. This is the main essence of their services. Let's give it like 40. Yeah, this should work. Let's put it like this. And what else again? Okay, they're not talking about the services that they render. How many two services? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. They have 4 services that they render. So what do? Let's just create a little structure for the 4 services like this. Let's see if this will work for us. Okay, 1, 2, then I duplicate this, 4. Okay, then we have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we put in all this content inside it. Strategic consulting. So then we will likely have an icon just that states about that. We have an icon. Then where's the text? Let us put the text here. Strategy and consulting. Then let's reduce the font to like, let's say 24. 24. Then the main text, embark on this. Let's copy this. And we put it in. That's too long. Then let's reduce the font to like 16. Yeah, let's use 16. So I'll delete this. I'll use this as a yardstick for others. Or design, okay. Let's see what we have. No. Okay, then I'll make this. What is it? Was to be like 8. Then this, let's make this 24. Then let's center everything. Okay, yeah, this is good. And let us make this a hack. Let's give this like 15. Okay. Then let's replicate this. Let's replicate this for others. Okay, so then let's just copy the text from here. Marketing resources, paste. Then what else again? Let's copy this also. Oh, sorry. Then the next thing is, what's the third one? Business process optimization. Let's paste this, then the content. So we replace the content with the original one that they provided for us. Then the fourth one, give me 1 minute. I have another question here. Someone said, yeah. This is just a structure. Someone said the notice is not aligned. Okay, do you follow the grid created for the website, or there's a flexibility when you comes with the copy? I did what you somewhere. Please, can you rephrase your question? So the next thing is what else? The third one. Okay. Yeah, so this is it. So now we have this section completed. So they said get started but in CTA. So we just borrow this and bring it in here. So yeah, then the other section is let's see what other section. Other section is, okay, they have a quote here. They have a quote. Let me just copy this. They have a quote. Let me put the quote here and centralize it. It should be like this. Okay. Then what's the next thing? Then we are now on our project section. So we are almost done with the structure of what we have. 1 minute. So our project section, I want to do something different here. Our projects, let's just change this to this. So for this, I want to use a very big font, something very, very big. This is not enough for me. Let's use like 200. Let's see if this will work. Okay, let's use 220. Okay. So 1 minute. So let's use our project section. Then the first, okay, they have this for the project also. And just copy one of these texts, bring it in here. Let's bring it in here, paste this here also. So now we start with the first project, market navigator strategy. That's the project one that they have. So most times it's also always good to have images supporting your project so that it will be a little bit visual. So what do we do here? We bring in let's just create, let's make sure it's snap to it, and let's give it a color. So we're just creating the project section. So what's the first one talking about? So we'll copy the text, use it to replace this. Okay. No, let me delete this. Okay, this is the first project. And what's it about? Okay, this is the first project. Then we copy and paste this. Okay, so, and let me do something here, a little bit creative. 01, that's project 1. Let's use something big, a little bit. Let's make this 24. Let's make this around 48. Okay, and let's make it a little bit semi-bold. So, and here we're going to have image. So let me bring in image. I want to get an image icon from the icon pack I'm using. So let us use this. Okay. Let's use this. Let's put this in. So then here, we'll give it color white. I don't have a white. Let me create it immediately. White color, create variable. Yeah. So then let's give it this a round of 15. So this is what we have for the first project. This is what we have for the first project. Let us snap to this section. Good. Okay. So we have 1 minute. So this is project 1. Let's give this 4. Okay, so this is project 1. And let's do something in case someone over on this. We have a button here called, let me borrow this button, or let me create another one. No, let me create another one with a frame. Let me give it a color. Let's use this. Let's give it a radius of, let's say 200, so that we can have a perfect circle. So let's have a text inside. View projects. So give it like this. Let's give it a very small font. So the reason for this is when someone come on this project page, when they put their mouse on that particular page, it will show view project so that when they click, they'll be able to view that project. So then project 2, how many projects do they have? They have 1, 2, 3. They have 3 projects. 2, hold on, let me increase the line. We're almost done with this. What we left is just to add pictures. So then the third project. So now this is project 2. What's the title? Technical integration. Then the text. Where's the text? Project 1 minute. Okay, here's the text for it. Copy. Then you paste. Then the third one. Then we have OptiStem. I don't know why this thing keeps going back. This is the third one. And let's put in the text. Text. Okay, no, not this. Projects. Sorry. Okay, yeah, there's it. Let's copy this. We'll replace it with this. So now looking at this, you can see that it looks, everything is aligned like this, but I don't like it like that. So I'm thinking of, let us make it a little bit separate like this. Let's bring this to the other hand so that you don't just read straight, but you can read like this, like this. You can read in a zigzag manner. So instead of it to strain your eyes reading straight, you can read in a zigzag manner. So then the last, I think the next thing is our theme. The next thing is our theme. So let's create another frame for that. I think after our theme, we will create the footer, and that is all. So let's create a frame for the footer theme, for the theme. What do we have? Let's give it a color. Okay, so this is our theme. Our theme. Where is it? We'll paste this. Yeah, let's make it like that. And they have text for the theme. Let's copy. Let's copy and let us paste this. So let's make this bigger a little bit. And let's make it like this. Let's see if this will work. Let's reduce it a bit. That's too small. Okay. So let's leave it like this. And the last section is talking about, where is it? Okay, it's talking about the team members. This is their names and their roles. So let's do the same thing we did here. Since we have something that is 3 boxes here, let's just copy this and let's use it here. If it will work. Okay, it's work. These are the three members. So we just change the names. This is the names. And we change the roles, senior analysts. Well, so that is it about that. So let's delete this and this. Let's use this as an example for the rest. Then we put in the name again for the second person. Okay, 1 minute. Then the third person, is a developer. Then what's the fourth person? The third person is this. This and the text. This person is a co-founder. Then we'll put this person here. Yeah. So now this is what we have for the team. So let's assume, let's just have maybe the fourth person in the team. I will tell you why I have this like this. There's a reason for that. Let's just put this like this. So, and I think we've done pretty good on the structure. So what else again? Let's ignore the testimonials. Let's go to the career page. So on the career page, then we'll go to the footer. That's all. Let's go to the career page. Career, join our team. Okay. What can I copy? Okay, let me just copy this text. Let me copy these 2 texts and make it black. Okay, so I'll change this to career and change this to join our dynamic team at Strata Edge. So this is the career section. Yeah, so And what else do they have? If in a career section, it always have pages. It always have pages and is it pages sections rather. So let's bring this down. So let's just have something playful or something just simple for this one. Let's have it like this. Let me give this color. Then this should have this color. Okay, let me just duplicate it 4 times. Then let's just play around with this. So I'm building the career section so that it won't just look like normal regular section. So that we'll have something good to play with. Then let me bring this here. Then bring this here. No, let me just duplicate this here and bring these two together. Yeah, so let's just have it like this. And let me give all of them the same border radius. I want to curve the edges of everything together. So I've selected all of them. I can just align them together. Then let me give it like 20. Yeah, 20 is too much. Let's give it like 15 or 10. 10, yeah, 10 should work. So then what else do they have? How to apply. How to apply. Let me bring this, let me copy this text here. Let me copy this text here. How to apply, yeah. But we can make it a little bit smaller to 24, okay. Then I need the normal text. Let me copy this here. What did they say about that? Okay. Okay, let me copy this. Yeah, so this is this. Then this will have a button. Let me copy a button from somewhere. Okay, we have a button here. Let me put a button here. And it will say, this one will not be start now, it will be apply now. Apply now. Okay, so the next thing is our footer. Let's do the footer and we should be done with this structure. Then we just add the images, then we are good to go. So let's add a frame. Then we had text, then we had the logo here. We have a logo here. Then what else again? What do they have? They have project section, company section, and socials. So let's start with this project. Then the project should be a little bit, okay, bigger. Then this sub project text should be like this. So we have about, I don't think this project is correct. Let's just use company. I don't think that project is correct. Let's use company. Company. What's there? We have terms and conditions. Terms and conditions. What else again? We have privacy policy. Privacy policy. Project. And we have what? We have team. We have career and contacts. We have careers. And we have contact. Then what's the last one? We have socials. So let's just duplicate this. Let's group this together so that we can duplicate it. Let's give it 16. Let's make this a little bit bold. Then let's give it a little bit space. I just tried to duplicate that one so that I can copy the second one. Then we have socials. After socials, let's go to Facebook. We add Facebook. Twitter. And what last one is Instagram. Instagram. Then we delete the rest. Yes. So I think we are done with the structure now. So what we have left is just adding all the images. So this, where we are, this is the wireframe that we have of what the structure of what the website would look like. This particular section, you can easily send it to your clients so that they can see what the structure is in case they want to have any correction, right? So because they can easily visualize, okay, this is how it is, this is what it looks like, this is what I'm expecting. Then if they say, okay, this section, can you break it down? Can you delete this section? Can you add this? Can you remove this? It's easier, more easier here, so that you won't have finished and you have to go back again. So, and also this is what we converted, just this pure text. We've converted it to what? To a design. So now we want to do the final part is just to turn it to high fidelity prototype. So now what the first thing is, we'll deal with this upper part later. So the first thing is adding image. I have a bunch of images here. So let me just use this. Let's use this. And let's bring it in. So we want to start adding flesh to it. And we can reduce the image by the side. I can also reduce the image by the side here and bring it down a bit. Okay, so we have this and this. Let's bring this down a little bit so that we can make sure we have, let me see what's inside. Okay, there should be a space. Okay. Yeah. So I want to adjust the color. Let's make it a little bit dark. Let's bring it down. Then this text, let's bring it in. Okay, they are here already. So let's make this white. Then the secondary color is green. So as you can see now, it's adding flesh already. So we can easily, let me edit this a little bit. The spacing is 120. Yeah. So let's make this come down a little bit. Okay. So now the next thing is this. So it states the partners we have worked with. So as you can see, it makes our work a little bit more faster. Okay, let's see what we have here. Okay, oh, I think I missed something. Our trusted partners. Okay. Let's make this a little bit smaller. Let's do 16. Then the brand we have worked with. Okay, then let's use something a little bit more. Okay. Then here we want to add the logos of the businesses that they have worked with. So how do we do that? There's a website called Logo Ipson. So it has a demo, like free logos that you can use. It's free to use. Logo Ipson. So they have a lot of logos that you can use just for demo project. So I will just take some of this project, some of this logo to use. Let's copy this. Let me just paste it here. You just copy and paste. Then let's see another one that we can use. Let's copy this. This is another one. What's the next one? Let's copy this. And last one, let's copy, still loading. Let's copy this. Okay, the question is in. First check the settings. Okay, where I got the image from FreePic here. Let me see. Okay, FreePic. See, you have a lot of free image, and FreePic is very easy to use. FreePic, freepic.com. So when you just come here, just type anything that you want. Operate. Office settings. Anything you want, just type it in. You can filter with free, you can filter with images, you can filter with anything. So you have a lot of stock free images that you can use. So then this, let me group this together and let us bring it inside our design here. Then I will let's reduce this a little bit so that it aligns. Yes. So as you can see, our design is bringing out shape already. From this, we have achieved this already. So, and let's change this to white, to black. Yeah. So then the next thing is this section where we have, this should be fine. Let's change this to something like this. No, something like this. Yeah. Then this should come like this. And let's now change the color to secondary color. Now that is done already. So you can see our design is getting out the shape already. So here they have, what's this section? Let me check again. We have, where is it? Okay, it's still about a section, what they do. So let us add the images that is required here. So I have lots of images that we can use. Let's just use, I have a lot of images, so let me just pick any of it and use it here. So just to save the stress of looking for images. So let's just pick any and let's bring it in. Let's send it to the back. Let's reduce it a little bit. Let's reduce it a little bit. No, so give me 1 minute, trying to set it out. So now what we need to do is to reduce. Okay, we turn this to white. Let me see, turn this to white. So sometimes we can still go a little bit further, but this is it's just as if we want to create a gradient. Let me show you what a gradient is. We know what a gradient is. This is just like a single rectangle. Then when you click here, this is solid, this is gradient. When you click gradient, as you can see, this is what it turns to. So we want to use it to pad this color so that it will pop properly. So then let's change this to solid black. Then the other one to solid black also, but we are going to reduce the opacity to what? To 0. So that should be fine. Then we bring it in here. and we can spread it across so that it will make our work. Yeah, so we can see now it makes more sense like this, so that the text under will show better. So same thing here and here. So let's just copy, let's replicate them here. Let's put it to the back. Okay, so the texts are there already. Let's change the text to white. Same to this, text to white. Then let's bring in the images. Let's use this image. Let's copy and let's use it to replace this. So we'll reduce it a bit. Reduce it a bit. Yes. So we can bring it down. Then the next one, let's use this. Copy, then bring it in, paste. Then we reduce it also a little bit. Reduce it also a little bit. Let's bring it up a bit. Yeah. So now let's give it a radius together. Let's give like we use 15. So let's stick to 15. So as you can see, everything is forming shape together. So from here to here, as you can see, we are making progress. So the next one that we have on our list is this video section. It's just for us to add just an image to this. Let's see if I have any image to you. Okay, let's use this image as a background so that when they embed a video, it will still be there. So let's use this image as an example for this section. And let's reduce the opacity, exposure a little bit. Yeah, so, and next thing is to shape it to like, we are using 15. So yeah, so that section is done. As you can see, if we have our wireframe done properly, it's just for us to be plugging in our images. So as you can see, it's turning to something good. So the next thing, this is simple. Let's just add color to this. Yeah, and this to be black. Yes, so this section is done. Let me just group this together. This should be, let's use like 24. Okay, yeah, this is good. Wait, I think we missed something. Okay, this, okay, I think there should be a space here. Okay, so the next thing now is this. And what do we have on this section? Give me 1 minute. So we have, what do we have on this section? We have, okay, we have services. So let's change this to pitch black. Yes, then here, for this, let's use a background that is a little bit lighter, that is not 100%. I will have to detach this. Let's use a color that is a little bit darker, not 100%, but it's a little bit dark. Then let's change the text to white. The text, we change it to white. Yes. So now what we have left is to change, to add our icon. So, and we can get any icon from here. So I'm going to use just one icon so that I won't waste time looking for icon up and down. So let me just use just a simple icon. Let me use this. Let me use this so that we are not going to use this icon should be, let's use 32 by 32 icon. So let's break this in and let's give it a color that will pop. Let's give it this color. Yes, this should work. Let's switch. Okay, so let's delete this. So when you are doing your own, you can easily add the exact icon. So not to waste our time looking for icon that suits each section. So yeah, that is done. This section is done already. Let me see if we can, yeah, that's fine. Then that section is done. We're almost done. So what else again? The project section. So this, what we just have to do is to add the images. So let's look for projects that we can add. Let's use these images. Let's use this. Just add the image straight up. We just add the image. No, I don't like this. Let's add this. You can reduce it by the side. Then the next one, let's add this as the project image. Then we reduce this. Yeah. Then the third one is what else can we use? Let's use this or this. So you can add a better image when it's your turn. So this is just a placeholder image. Now let's add color to this. Let's make this color that pop and this to be something like black. Yes, so let's do same thing for this and for this. So we add this and the text will be this. Yeah, so this section is done. We are close to rounding this up. So then the last one, okay, this, not last. Next thing is going to do is to also change this color to black. And team members, okay, I have some team members pictures here. Let me just bring them by this side and input the team members picture inside this place. Okay, so we just break it like this. Okay, if you remember, then let's make this font, this is black and black will not show here. So let's turn it to white. White, and let's bring it to the center alignment. Okay, so as you can see, it's not really, the text is not really showing like that. So I think what we can do is we want to employ the type of stuff we did at the upper parts here, what we did here. So let's just copy this that we've created already. Let's add it. Let's add it to this so that let's see what it will look like. So now we have this. Let's send to the back. See, now it's way better here, like this, and we change the color. Let's just give this a green. Yeah, so it will look more classic. So then let's delete these other ones so that I will use these that I've done as a template for the rest. Yes. Okay, so I just copied the images for these other ones and I'll paste it in it. Yes, paste the images. Let's centralize it. Yes. Then the next person, who is that? Okay, this lady, let's copy. Then paste it also. And we reduce the space. Then we center it. That's a little bit far away. Then the third person, let's leave that like that. So we're almost done. We are adding flesh to all the design already. We are very, very close to finishing up. So then what else again? We have, excuse me, someone sent a message. Let me see. Okay, so let's see what we can do to this section. our team. Let me just copy this, put it here. So this is just about picture of the team members, how playful they are, how they work, just to give you a glimpse of how their outfit looks like. Then let's copy this. Let's put it here. Then lastly, let's copy this and put it somewhere around here. So we have, what do we have? Okay, good. So now here, if you notice, okay, let's change the color of this also to this and change the text to black. Okay, and this, let's see if green will work here. No, that will not work. So in the work with our team section, they added some stuff that I career, yeah. They added some things that I skipped. So this is it, innovative projects. So let's just add them. So let's just add them here. And let me turn this towards solid black. And let me turn this to this, and yeah, just to match the color of the business. Then let me add a text of what we have in what they gave us, innovative projects, and let's make it a little bit smaller. And this section, let's make this 16, and let's copy the text. Let's copy the text, let's paste it. And let's bring this down to this. Yep. Then, then we have this professional growth. Let me move this here. This, and then this to where, and let's copy this also to this, and let's copy the text. Are you there? Then let's put this and copy the text from here and add it here. Yeah. So, and lastly, let us add background. Yes. So, and okay, let us add the the section that we have on the design itself. We have let me rename this to what? 1 minute. Let's reduce the font to, let's say, 16. So we have what do we have about? So since we are done with section, so we can now add the navigation. We have about, we have services, what else again? We have what else? Okay, project, team and career. Project, team, career. So let us put everything together. Let's space it out. Okay. Then let's add a logo for the business. Let's go to our logo Ipson that we used before. Let's look for a pretty logo for them. Let's use let's use this. Let's use this use it for them. Okay. Then we change it to we change the logo to green, white, and green. Yeah, so let's change the logo to this. And let me copy the logo and put it down. Because, okay, let me paste the logo here also. Yes, so now, so basically we are done with everything. So let me just hide. Let me hide all this. Do I have it here? Okay. Let me hide all this somewhere here. And let me copy this and hide it also. And hide it here also. Okay, good. So now this is what we have. Look at it. So this is what we have. This is the wireframe that we started, the structure that we created, and this is when we added flesh to it, added the images, added the color. You can see the difference is very clear. Though this will take us time, and we can easily make corrections, and this, it's faster. We just need to throw in all the relevant information in as much you get it right. So let us preview on what it looks like. Let's show the preview. So it's the preview is loading up. It's still loading. I don't know what's wrong with my internet, but it should come up. Okay, it will show up now. It's loading up. Now see what we created. Sorry, don't mind the space beside here because I have a bigger laptop. I am using a 16 inches laptop, so don't mind the space beside, but let's just focus on the center. So this is what we have. This is what we have created. So we still need to adjust some of the spacing, but we'll do those ones later. So for this, you can easily scroll in between. So this is what we have achieved so far. So there are still some changes that we can do just to make it more aligned, the font, the lines and everything. So, but in other classes, we are going to cover the grid settings, the the grid settings and responsiveness and the likes. So this is where I think we can stop for now. So if anybody have any question, can we send it in and I will be able to answer them. If anybody have any question, can we send it in so that we can be able to answer them before I give the last announcement? Let me check. Do anybody have any question? Let me check. Okay. So if there's no any question, let me just give a very quick announcement on what next. So I will be giving out what's it called? The document that we have here. So just try as much as possible to recreate anything that you can create. I will also send out the document of this design in case you want to see how to go about it. Then mostly I use Slack. Okay, so and so mostly I will send out the document so that everyone that want to design their own, do your design, Okay, so any question that anyone have, I will respond to it now. So I'm going to send out the document in case you have it. You will have the question and you're going to work on it and send me your design. Then I'll give you one-on-one, I'll give you personal collection that you need to follow. And also, what else again? It's possible we submit the assignment on Slack. Just submit it on Slack. I will send you out the link of the Slack so that because Slack is easier, we should not congest our WhatsApp. On the Slack, I'll be able to communicate with everyone accordingly. And also, and we give individual comments. Okay, I'm going to give individual comments to those that submit the assignments. And also, and for the data we are going to give out, the ordering kit that we're going to give out to people, and also the Ripple fund, like which is $100, which is $10 to 5 or 10 people, which is around 17 to 16K in Naira, will also be assessed based on the participation on the group and everything. So let me just have a recap of what we have so that we can just close. Okay. Let me give a recap on some of the questions that was asked so that I will be able to answer them one after the other. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, someone said, please, will you love if you can give us yes, I'm going to send in the text, the project documents to you so that you can use it to create on your own when you are free. And also, someone said, please, is there any difference between UI and UX and web design? Web design, you can put it under UI UX design. Mobile app design, you can put it under UI UX design. What's it called? The web app design, you can put it under. So all of them are under the umbrella of UI UX or product design. So someone said, in subsequent lesson, show us how to create a style guide. Okay, yes. That's the best person that will teach you that is the CEO of Figma Dojo, which is Adebinkwe. He's also on this call. So he's going to put you through that. He's the best in that. I can promise you that. So someone said, what typeface? Okay, the typeface, as I said earlier, is just a recap of our questions. The typeface is play fair display. Then another person asks, every section is meant to have a frame. Yes, every section you should put it in a frame. It makes your work easier so that your work will not scatter. And mind you, there's something we call auto layouts. I should have used auto layout, but it will scatter a lot of things because a lot of people are beginners. So I don't want to touch auto layout at all on this design. So, but it's a little bit advanced, but not for now. But it's good to have all your sections in a frame. It's very, very, very good and important. Then someone asks, where do we get the image from? I got the image from FreePic. Someone said, please, okay. Yeah, I think that's all the question I have for now. So I don't know if any other question can come in. So I think that's all. And once again, shout out to Frima Dojo for partnership and shout out to Ripple for also their support. And Ripple is a platform that you can make international transfer, international transaction, exchange of money from anywhere around the world with little to no fees. So, and it's easy, it's fast, and it's very, very secure. I've been using it for close to a year now and no problem with their services and all. So yeah, and also Figma Dojo also provides support and training in time of design, time of development for Framer, for Figma and the likes. So yeah, more information about this will be put out later in the classes. So let me see if any question. I tried getting the Figma, but it's not loading. Okay, how do I get a write-up? Okay. I will send the write-up to the group. The write-up we send across as soon as possible. Can we send Figma? Yes, I'll send Figma file also. Then what else again? It's just a page. It is just a page for a web design. No, it's not a page for a web design. I think you came late, but let me explain. Who said this? Is okay, Mohammed Sahid. You said, is it just a page for a website? This particular design is just a one-page website. This is just the home page, right? And I've done some sort of, let me show you a subsequent project. Yeah, this project It's a 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a 4-page website. Why? Because this is the home page. This is the blog section. This is the where you read the blog, and this is the contact page. So, but the one we did is a 1-page. This is a 4-page website. So, is there any other question that we can attend to? Yeah, I think that is all for now. So any other information will be passed through on the channel. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for your time. So, Mr. Adebimpe Omolasho, if you have anything to add, please, you have the stage. Is Adebimpe here? 4 minutes. Okay. It said there's more question. Okay, more question comes in. Someone said, do we recreate the current design exercise or no? The thing is, don't recreate it. If you want to recreate, but I think the best is for you to use your own concepts. Go online, search for different design inspiration, then create your own design based on what you've seen on how we've done this. So it's better you have your own design. You can recreate it, that is fine, no problem. But challenge yourself and push yourself further. Recreate your own in a very different and unique way. And I believe it will make more sense in that regard. And someone said, shout out to Mr. Felix and Ripu. Okay. Yeah, page. Okay. Yeah, I think that's all. So, Mr. Adepepe, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you so much, Felix, for that wonderful training session. I'm sure a lot of us got a lot of information around it. My name is Ade. I'm the lead designer for Figma Dojo and CEO. We have another class coming up next week. Same time, same place. The link will be different, definitely. So you have to keep watch of the group and make sure you invite other people, right? So because the more people you invite to come into the session, the higher your chances of winning other prizes. Okay. One more thing to talk about is Figma Dojo as a community of designers, and we also have a cohort that we are working on. So we'll also be giving out scholarship to getting like a full self-paced course learning after the course of this program. So it's very important that you attend because we're going to be giving 100% scholarship to one person, 50% scholarship to someone else, and so on and so forth, and many other cash prizes as we go on through the end. So the next program will be on next Saturday, and we are going to have an interesting speaker that's going to take the floor and sweep us off our feet. So make sure same time, same place, be there. Felix,
Yeah,
thank you so much.
yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Uh,
Thank you very much.
yes, everyone.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
Bye for now.